Thank you. Members, we are going to move on to the two amendments that have been filed by Representative Nixon and Representative Escamani. Representative Nixon, you are recognized to explain the amendment.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, ranking members, and other members of the committee. My amendment ensures these written policies cannot limit the use of student fees or campus room reservations of any student organization, including but not limited to the National Pan-Atlantic Council, also known as the Divine Nine, multicultural student organizations, and minority-based student unions, providing students of all backgrounds the programs that serve their needs that they themselves have created in many cases should be prioritized, not politicized. That is the amendment.
Thank you, Representative Nixon. Members, are there questions on the amendment? Representative Hawkins, you are recognized for a question.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And Madam Chair, with your indulgence, I'd like to ask the bill sponsor to possibly answer this one, because the way I see this amendment, it goes beyond just what your bill would do, that it actually would give some freedoms that currently are restricted, if I'm reading that right, but I'd like your interpretation.
Representative Andrade, you are recognized.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you very much, Representative Hawkins, for the question. Currently, what the bill states is that universities do not have the right to make any judgments based on the content of a student group's character. It has no ability right now to invade what that student group believes or espouses. What this amendment would do is suddenly give that power to university administrators to engage in that. Currently, the bill language applies to all student groups, regardless of their formation, what they believe, what they espouse. By limiting that in any way, you change the whole application of that language. And again, the only policies that apply to these student organizations that would apply in the future are the same content-neutral regulations, such as enforcing Title IX, enforcing anti-discrimination, enforcing anti-hazing, and anti-sexual violence. This amendment, while I'm sure is well-intentioned, would result in catastrophic consequences for student organizations on college campuses.
Are there any further questions on Representative Nixon's amendment? Seeing none, we will move into public testimony on the amendment. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to speak on the amendment? Seeing none, members, we are now in debate on the amendment. Is there any debate on the amendment? Members, we are now in debate on the amendment. Is there any debate on the amendment? Representative Escamani, you're recognized.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I just want to say thank you, Representative Nixon, for bringing forward this amendment. There's been a lot of concern, and regardless of the carve-out that the sponsors put in the bill, an effort to try to shield student-led organizations from their impact, the reality is that for anyone who's engaged in student activism or on-campus activity by student fees, not every operation or faculty member is funded by student fees. So we do have ENG dollars, for example, that cover the cost of faculty advisors that oversee whether it's Divine Nine, Blackstone Union, Multicultural Center, Pride Centers. So there's a serious concern of just the ripple effect of this bill, but also the fact that it could censor faculty members for even wanting to serve as faculty members. So I understand your intent. I fully support it. If this is what the bill does, then let's accept the amendment to at least provide a greater sense of protection, especially for Black-led organizations. They don't feel censored by this bill.
Thank you, Representative Escamani. Are there any other members that wish to debate on this amendment? Okay, seeing none, Representative Nixon, you are recognized to close on the amendment.
Thank you. So the sponsor of this bill does state that this bill doesn't keep these types of organizations from being able to use student fees as long as they're student-led. However, he does not clearly outline that it prohibits colleges and universities from limiting these organizations from using their student fees and making room reservations. I'm also concerned about the chilling effect this bill could have on faculty advisors and topics these organizations may want to bring to campus. In a time when Florida's education system, especially higher education, has been made so politically charged and polarized by folks, it's our students and faculty that must live with the consequences and the fear that they will be denied their First Amendment freedoms if they'd like to bring speakers or participate in the activities that interest them. I remember this very same legislature just a few years ago was worried about viewpoint diversity and intellectual freedom, only to now pass policies that will do the very thing they claimed they were afraid of. It seems kind of like accusations in a mirror to me. Let's stop going down this dangerous road of censorship and limiting free speech in our public institutions of higher learning and get back to solving the problems that Floridians ask for. I ask and implore all of the members on this committee to stand up for true freedom and vote yes on this amendment.
Thank you, Representative Nixon. Representative, I will ask that the members please hold their applause. Representative Nixon, having closed on her amendment, all those in favor of adoption of the amendment signify by saying yay.
Yay!
All those opposed, nay.
Nay.
Members, by your vote, the amendment is not adopted.